Hi and welcome. Today I'm just so pumped up and I just want to share with you this moment. I'm filming this footage on a Sony NEX3N because the Canon Eos M, as always, is the main character, but this time it will be in front of the camera, not like other times when I'm recording myself using the Canon Eos M. And if you are interested, I will show you how I modified the Sony NEX3N to be able to have a microphone hooked up to the Sony NEX3. I will make some B-rolls with the Canon EOS M on the Sony NEX3N, and you will see how I modified, how I did it myself thing on it. So I couldn't take it outside, but inside in the studio it's just fine as it is, the Sony NEX3N, because I can see myself and I can attach an external microphone or a lavalier microphone. But today the main subject is, if you haven't saw my oldest footages, because I showed you all the process, how I'm modifying old lenses or from CCTV camera, surveillance camera lenses to fit and be usable on the Canon EOS M using an adapter ring with the C-mount screw system to the EFM mount. And the latest one that it got me in trouble was the Panasonic, a CCTV lens that was different like on any other, lens. It's something proprietary to Panasonic, and it's just so, it was and it is still kind of difficult to use it with the Canon EOS M. But today I think I made it. Today I can use it. Mainly the problem, if you haven't saw that video, those videos when I showed you how I modified it, the problem was how to fit on the adapter, because it was way far away, the back of the lens from the sensor. And then what I discovered is that all the lens was a fixed lens. It's not just the focal length, that because it's prime lens, the lens itself was a fixed one, so you couldn't pull focus, you couldn't modify the focus point. But that didn't work with the Canon EOS M. Plus the design was so bulky and so big that I just had to change it. And so really complicated. I had to butcher, to cut it, sew it, the lens, that it's terrible in the shape that is today. And then I managed somehow, I find a solution how to put it on the Canon EOS M. I bought an adapter ring from L39 from the Leica mount to EFM Canon EOS M mount, and I could fit it, put it back, and then I could push it really close to the sensor, and finally I could use it. I could record myself. I mean, look, just the footage I will put here somehow, somewhere, the link toward the footage. Look, it's really interesting. But then the problem was with the focusing. I mean, I managed to put inside the lens, but then to focus it, I should have been able to pull it out or push it back. But for focusing, I mean, it's just not that easy. Plus, it's a spherical lens, so if you are pan it a little bit, then again, the focusing is just haywire. So it was really complicated. And I was thinking a lot how can I do it? How can I create something, a structure, where I'm just moving the front element? And then the idea came that at one moment, I bought something. I bought this one. So this is from Minolta, and this is an old system. But the idea is that it uses a structure where you can fit here, for example, the camera, and the other side you can fit the lens, and then you can just adjust, you can move it far away from the camera or close to the camera. And this, at the way back in time, changed, somehow made the lens to be macro lenses. So normal prime lenses could became macro lenses. So I bought this system extremely cheap, almost free, and because I wanted to try it out, and then I forgot about this. But today the idea came that I can do the same thing with this structure. I can do the same thing with my lens. I can put here the camera, here the lens, then I can do the focusing, because I can pull it far away from the sensor, back here at the sensor, and this is the way I can make it work, the lens. But here I could fit with the adapter ring the camera and put somehow here the lens, but the distance was already too big because I had to move only a little bit here. Only a little bit. So I had to rethink it, and I thought a little bit, a lot. And finally, let me just show you. Here it is. So what I have done, okay, now I put other things also because I want to take this one out, but the main idea. So this is the system where I have managed to put the lens, and I could really keep the lens here straight with this part. And then the camera, I managed to fit it. I mean, I just find some parts. I managed to fit it like here. And here I thought, because I need to monitor what I'm doing, so I could fit here also. I'm always buying things like no value, like this one, plasticky, cheap. And so this is how it looks like now. This proprietary lens. And here I just put now a rubber, and this is a front, just, you know, to look nicer. And so the system, how it's working, let me just show you. So you see, it has some kind of rails where I can just pull out. So you see, this is serving just like almost nothing. I could put some element here, some tissue, black tissue, but this is how it's working. It's working on the rails, right? Like this. And then let me just, start the camera, and you will see. Anyway, I will show it to you when I will start. And yeah, it's like working great already. I can see it's working like amazing. Let me just up. So I don't know if you can see it. So like this is awkward a little bit, but you see, now I'm in focus. Let me just show you. You see, now I'm not in focus. Now I'm in focus, right? Here I can take down the lights. Oh, not completely. Oh, let's leave it just like this. So you see, focusing. Now I'm not in focus, right? Now I'm in focus, and now I'm out of focus. Now I'm again in focus. Now I'm out of focus. Now I'm again in focus. So you see, it's really working. So I mean, this system is just so cool. I never thought that I pull it out like this. Like it's fantastic. This is really what I wanted to share with you today, the build, how I'm advancing. And now I just want to take outside and try to benefit of the big aperture, the fast lens with the maximum of 0.8. So it has an aperture of 0.8. And now it's working. I can really pull the focus, and the focusing, it's just working. It's amazing how I had this idea and it helped me. This thing, I mean, this thing, I bought it like, I don't know, $2, €2, something like this. I mean, people are not using it anymore. And you see junk like this, and I have now this build. Now, the way I will use it, of course, like this is same. It's, this is, again, it's a really, old thing. So this is for old cameras to put a flashlight, like a big flashlight on it, like in an old big, mirror kind of camera, or even aim plus agent. And now I just modified, I just installed like this, so I can use it as a handle, and I can stabilize my shots like this. And this is why I put it the monitor. So if I'm keeping like this, right, I can monitor and see what I am doing, and like this I can put the focus here. It's like great having it here, the focusing, because it's like that manual focus ring and focusing system. So it's really great. So I just wanted to share with you this moment. I'm quite pumped of how I made it, and yeah, I will definitely take it outside and show you some footages in the low light situations, and I will test it even more. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button to support this channel and all what I'm doing. Plus, by hitting the thumbs up, this video can be suggested to other persons who are, interested in this kind of, lens usage and modification. Because, as I told you, I really think that besides this is fun, if you are not making yet money out of, filming video, if it's only your hobby, then I know in hobby we tend to invest a lot of money, but here at Budget Cinemagic, the idea is to invest as less as possible, but obtain really great results. I'm pretty sure that this is the first lens. I'm not even talking about CCTV lens, but it's the first prime lens kind of thing that I have connected to the Canon EOS M as fast as 0.8. I mean, my goodness, 0.8 aperture, 12 millimeters. I just want to see how this is performing. Plus, it's really on a low budget because, as I told you, even with this everything, with this setup, I mean, okay, we are not talking about the monitors or the camera. We are talking just this body. So the body, I bought it $10, then the ring 5 was this. Let's say everything, this setup without the monitor and the camera, we are at $30. $30, and you have this kind of setup, but then you need, of course, the camera and a monitor. Monitor is not even, obligatory. So you can do it without the monitor. Monitor is just, for me, helping with shots, like being able to hold it like this and seeing in the big screen. But I could really do it without the monitor, just using the screen of the camera directly. So that's not a must. And yeah. So thank you for watching the video. Please share it so that others also can discover and see it. Tell me, what do you think about this build? And I will show you, if you are interested. As I told you, I'm filming right now with the Sony NEX 3N. Being able to use a lav mic, so you will see. I think I will create B-rolls and just put it over this speaking voiceover footage with the Sony NEX 3N, so that you can see the modification, which is really simple. Finally, what I did is I cut it out where were the microphones. Take it out the microphones and the wires. I just rewired to a stereo female jack input, and then I can use it any external microphone with male stereo output without any problems, and it's just working fine. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.